What made you continue to take care of Jude free of charge?
Jude has always held a special place in my heart, and I've always admired his integrity. Although he doesn't always want my help, I just care too deeply for him to let him give up on loving himself. But when I see Jude in some of the worst moments of his life, as a doctor, I just can't help but keep working to heal him. Jude's presence in my life reminds me of why I chose to become a doctor in the first place. My entire career has prepared me to take the best care of Jude that I possibly can.
If you could tell Jude anything right now, what would it be?
I would tell Jude to keep pushing. Over our time together, he has proven to me time and time again that he has the will to keep going no matter what the circumstance may be. I trust that he knows what is best for him, though I may not always see it.
Seeing as you both have addictions, Jude to self-harm and you to drugs and alcohol, do you feel that you relate to him on a different sort of level?
Although our addictions differ in some regard, I do understand Jude's innate desire to commit self-harm, just as I have a desire to continue drinking and using drugs. When some of the other guys don't understand why he physically can't quit, I see things from an addict's point of view, and in turn, have more empathy for him.
Now in this sober state, do you understand where Willem was coming from when he defended Jude after you made those offensive gestures towards him?
It was a poor decision on my part. Whether I was under the influence or not, I pray that one day Jude and Willem will forgive me.
If you could tell Jude anything right now, what would it be?
Jude knows that I'm deeply sorry for any pain that I caused him. And I was wondering if, after all these years, you'd like to meet up and go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing.
So what do you admire most about Jude?
Well, what I admire most about Jude is his endless bravery and perseverance during the most difficult times in his life. Like this one time when I was off shooting a movie and Jude was unspeakably abused by a man he was seeing at the time. Jude was so resilient physically, but mentally it must have torn him apart inside. But being the courageous man he is, he didn't want to burden us, so he kept to himself.
How has Jude's presence in your life affected you?
Jude's effect on my life has been exponential ever since we first met in college. At first, I knew something was different about him, and with every year that passed, I discovered a new layer of his life. Everything that Jude has endured, from sexual abuse in early childhood to severe physical hindrances, has put my superficial struggles into perspective. I would not be as compassionate, empathetic, and perceptive if it weren't for Jude.
If you could tell Jude anything right now, what would it be?
I would want Jude to know that I'll always be there for him and will do anything in my power to make sure he is safe. I want him to know that he means the world to me, and I truly love him.
So what first drew you to Jude when you met him in your law class?
When we first met, I saw in Jude what my son Jacob could have been before he passed. I had never considered having more children, let alone adopting any, but Jude changed that by showing me how endless a son's love for his father can be. As close as we became, I still never knew what Jude was hiding, but I wanted to know. I had to know. I wanted to be there for him to help him through his struggles just as any father would do. It was then that Julie and I realized we wanted to take Jude in as our son legally.
What do you think Jude has taught you about yourself?
Jude has taught me that love is not contingent on what you look like or where you come from, but rather on how you show it. He shows me the respect a father could only hope for.
If you could tell Jude anything, what would it be?
As I once said, Jude is the most beautiful person I have ever seen, and my reverence for him goes far beyond what he has been through. My respect for him stems from his internal strength, his talent in the courtroom, and his unconditional love for Julia and I. I am so blessed to have found him when I did, and I can't wait to see what else he accomplishes in his life.
It's going.
What made you continue to take care of... Say wait to me! Does my posture look bad?
No.
So, what...
Go!
Take a second. It's
What
fine.
made you continue to take care of Jude for his
I didn't even do anything that time, come on.
You went like this.
I ripped her pants!
Yeah, that looks great.
Have any conversation.
Evan doesn't have conversations.
You're so cute! Look at this!
No.
Look at this! Look at this, baby! I can't see you. There you are!
I really felt that one. See that side of your face? There you go.
Okay, good. That's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hindrances.
Hindrances.
I know you're an English regular. I know it's hard for you to read.
Your physical hinderness has put my
Hinderness.
Hindrances. Hindrances.
hindrances.
Hindrances. I just learned how to read freshman year.
Are there any big words in here?
This is gonna be so hard.
When we first met,
I'm sorry.
when I saw Jude and I saw
Sorry. It's so.
adopting any, but Jude changed.
I'm so sorry. I'm really trying.
You're hurting my feelings.
Let alone adopting any, but Jude changed. Allie,
I'm here.
what is so funny? Do you need to just step out of the room?
I'll
Do
hold
you
it.
want earplugs? His father can be.
Okay, start there. What?
What do you think I feel like? Look, that's a wrap. Look at my sweatpants.